I'm Jordan Belfort, and this is Sales School.
So the question is, do you want to ask them right at the table, right at the closing table, either it's in person or over the phone? Or do you want to wait a few days and then you call them back to check on them and say, hey, if you want to make sure everything's going well, you have any questions, I want to make sure you're having a good experience. Oh, by the way, you know anybody else who could use the same, blah, 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 right? You want to do it then? Or do you need to even wait longer than that? I mean, just for the sake of, politeness in general, just being a good person, that you want to wait to give the person a chance to experience the benefits of the product for themselves before they have to recommend to a friend. Which do you think is right? Now, hopefully, you know a little bit about this program by now. And if you said the last one, I'm going to jump through the lens and try to choke you, right? Because it's terrible. You'll destroy yourself. You don't have to wait for any arbitrary amount of time before you start asking for referrals. Frankly, bottom line, and I've tested this out over many different industries, I've done this for years, is the best time to ask for a referral is right after you close the person, that very instant. Why is that? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one is that when someone says yes, right? If once they say yes, in order to remain consistent with them saying yes, they want to think they made a smart decision. They can't say, oh yes, I'll do it, I'll give you my money, but I'm not comfortable enough to recommend a friend. Rare indeed is that person. Rather, that person is going to actually want to recommend his friend because he wants to form his own consensus. Consensus is one of those core influencing traits. We want to be part of the crowd. We want to be part of the consensus, right? So it almost is an affirmation that he did the right thing. He made a good decision by going out there and getting someone else to do it too. That's why people will give you referrals right at the closing table. In addition, it's that moment after you close when you've just lowered their action threshold, laid them very high on the certainty scale, that's when they're most apt to give you a referral. Don't fall into the trap. It's a weakness. It's just being weak. The second you close a deal, the first words out of your mouth, they're great, you're going to love this. Oh, by the way, right? Who else do you know that I can help in the same way that I helped you? Not who else can you refer to? Who else can, I can help in the same way that I just helped you? Remember, you just helped this person fill in. If you've done this right, you've built massive rapport along the way, right? You were in rapport, you closed in rapport because you can't close without rapport, right? This is the perfect time. Don't be shy. Don't chicken out. I'm serious, it's a mental thing. Just put your fucking back up with total confidence. Say, oh, by the way, who else do you know that I could benefit in the same way that I helped you? And just shut up. Now, that being said, going forward, there are different levels of referrals. The best thing would be, listen, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take out your Rolodex, or take out your smartphone, and I want you to actually dial a number yourself right now in front of me. Here's what I want you to do, John. Take out your phone. I want you to go to your top 3 people. I'll wait right here. I'm going to wait here. I want you to dial them and tell them this is the greatest thing in the world, and then just hand the phone to me after you told them nothing in front of you. That's your best referral, right? Versus them saying, oh yeah, I'll call my friend Jim, who will love this, and I'll tell Jim to give you a call. Is that okay? Oh yeah, sure, tell Jim, here's my cell phone, give it to Jim. Don't hold your breath for Jim to call you. That's your work referral, right? And then in the middle of those is the client saying, yeah, call this guy John Doe, and he has his phone and gives you the number. You might think I was kidding around when I had that first scenario. All right, here's what I want you to do, John. Take out your freaking smartphone. Let me tell you something. If you do this right and you're in tight rapport with someone, you can get someone to take out their phone right now and start calling people. I did this all the time. I'd be in someone's house. I'd close them on their mortgage. Back when I was doing the mortgage business, a perfect big referral business, right? Close them on their mortgage. I had not even refinanced their home yet. They had no idea if I was good, bad, or indifferent at what I did, but they were so confident based on how I sounded. We were in such tight rapport because of my focus on the second 10 and future pacing them emotionally, that a person who was typically hostile when I walked the door, they were typically hostile somewhat, right? They were cooking me dinner. I'd be sitting there with a fucking meal out, wine here, and they're busy on their phone calling their friends one after the next saying what a great guy I am, okay? I'm not a magician, all right? It's not like I'm Harry Potter or something. I cast a spell on them. It's very simple. I ask them to do it in a nice way, not take out your fucking smartphone and start dialing Bill. I'm like, Bill, I honestly, I can't tell you. My business, listen, mostly is on referral, even though I cold called them probably, right? I tell you, most of the business is on phone. And listen, I really appreciate it if you knew anyone who I could help in the same way. They say, oh yeah, I have my friend, you're great. Do me a favor, please. Can you please do me a favor? Look her right in the eye. Can you please give her a call? It's a big difference. Tell them flat out. You know it's a big difference if they hear it directly from you versus me calling them. Do you mind? What's so bad about that? Ask and ye shall receive. Don't ask and ye shall not receive. Just fucking ask them. Nicely, respectfully, and with integrity. There's nothing wrong with this. I'm not saying anything like, that you're trying to be underhand. I'm saying you have a great product. You help people. Why not help more people? Unless you don't believe in what you're selling. Then you shouldn't be selling it anyway. Ask for a referral on the spot and get them to dial that phone and pass you the phone. Or ask and die trying. Because the worst that will happen is, you know what, I just, he's not right, but here's his number. That's your default. They're not going to be mad at you if you do it the right way.